Hi there, welcome to the Schwoben's Nest. My name is Sandra. Today I am doing something a little bit different. I am participating in my good friend Sonja's $10 dinner challenge. If you have not gone over to see Sonja's channel, you need to go do so. She does what's for dinner, she does some traditional Serbian and Croatian dinners. She also does a lot of trash to treasure, some DIYs, and cleaning and organizing. Her channel is fabulous. We are supposed to make a dinner for 4 or 2 or whoever many are in your family for less than $10. So I am doing a turkey breast dinner today, and I've just added a little bit of oil to my Heritage Rock frying pan, and I'm just warming that up. Right after Easter, some of the grocery stores had butterball turkeys on for 98 cents a pound. So I went and got myself a couple and cut them up into pieces. I took the bones off of the breast, and you can see that I've got some smaller pieces here, about the size of chicken breasts. But each turkey was able to give me 4 or 5 pieces like this. So I think I spent probably only about $3 to $4 on the 6 pieces of turkey breast that I'm using for this dinner today. I want to get them golden brown on each side, and I'm adding some salt and some pepper. I'll also be adding a little bit of garlic powder. I'm also going to add some vegeta, which is a European style seasoning of dried vegetables and herbs, and also just a little bit of paprika. Once the turkey is golden brown on one side, I'm going to flip it over and let it get nice and golden on the other side as well. One of the ingredients for the topping on my turkey breasts is some cheese. I'm using Asiago cheese. You could also use parmesan or romano or any other hard cheese that you enjoy. It really doesn't matter. This is all to taste. And I'm just using the fine side of the grater. This ends up being about 3/4 of a cup of shredded cheese. And then I'll be adding a big spoonful of mayonnaise. And you want to use full fat mayonnaise for this because you want it to get nice and golden when it's in the oven. Now that I've got my turkey browned and looking delicious, but it's still not 100% done on the inside, I'm going to be adding the cheese and mayonnaise mixture to the top of the turkey breasts and putting it in the oven at 350 for about 20 minutes or until the cheese is golden and bubbly on the top. Next, I'm going to prepare my vegetable side dish. I'm using a half a head of cauliflower that I'm just going to cut into some smaller chunks, and then I'm going to put them in the saute pan. So when I purchased this cauliflower, it was $2.88 per head, so half of it is $1.44. I'll have all of the information, the recipe, and how much I spent on my whole dinner down in my description box. So please make sure you go check it out. The other thing you need to go check out is the playlist. There's going to be lots of ladies participating in this challenge, and you want to be able to go see what they've created for less than $10. In addition to the cauliflower, I've got this big butternut squash. This is half of the squash. I'm only going to be using 1/4 of it. The whole thing was about $5.50, something like that. So 1/4 of it is going to be just under $2. I'm going to just cut the squash into about 1-inch squares. I'm using the same frying pan as I did for the turkey, and I'm using a good chunk of butter and some oil just to ensure that the butter doesn't burn. I'm also then going to scrape up all those lovely brown bits that are going to give the vegetables some irresistible flavors. I'll add the cauliflower and the squash, and I'm going to season it again with some salt, pepper, garlic, and some of the vegeta. Here's what the package of vegeta looks like, and you might recognize it. I might just be pronouncing it differently than you do. I've heard it pronounced many different ways. I'm going to saute the vegetables, stirring them often, and then I'm going to also put a lid on just to keep some of the steam in and get everything cooked nice and evenly. And it's going to turn out beautiful. I want them to be nice and caramelized. You can already see some of the squash is getting nice and browned on the edges. Here's what the vegetables look like when they're almost done. They're beautiful golden brown in color, and there's so much flavor in them. I can hardly wait to dig in. I'm also going to serve a small side salad. So I'm going to make my homemade dressing. This is a recipe that I got from my mom. And these are some celery leaves that we chop in to give the dressing some extra flavor. You can use an oil of your preference. I tend to use canola oil because I'm really not a fan of the olive oil flavors, but that would be totally fine in here as well. I'm also going to add some salt, some pepper, garlic powder, a little bit of sugar, and some vinegar. I'd like to thank Sonja at Domestic Diva for hosting this $10 dinner challenge. I had a really great time showing you what I was cooking, and it was delicious. I'll be doing one recipe a month for the next few months. So if you're interested in seeing more, please hit that red subscribe button and the blue bell and like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching.